to my talk. So today I wanted us to talk about how increased intake of fruits and vegetables can actually decrease the risk of cancer in the long run. So we're going to talk about this in 3 parts. We're going to talk about cancer and its carcinogens, and we're going to talk about why fruits and vegetables specifically can help us in this regard. And then lastly, we're going to talk about how much are these fruits and vegetables and which of these fruits and vegetables to consume. All right. So in terms of stats, cancer has reached a 1 in 6 death rate globally. Just to make you guys see these in actual numbers, we're looking at 10 million deaths in just 2020. To bring the picture even more clearly, in my family, we have lost 4 family members in the past 2 decades. And most recently, I lost my mother to ovarian cancer. So she's not even part of the 4. We have these factors, we call them agents. They basically promote the formation of cancer in the body. We have 3 things. We have physical carcinogens, which are actually external factors such as radiation. And then lastly, we have biological carcinogens, which are living forms like viruses and bacteria, which are harmful to our cells and can cause our cell structures to change and how body cells work. And that is dangerous because when our body cells don't work right, they could multiply in an increased rate. And basically, cancer is the multiplication of body cells in an increased rate that they form dangerous masses in. We basically call it visceral obesity. Why that is important is that obesity basically interacts with how our bodies respond to insulin, which we call insulin sensitivity. Now, once your insulin sensitivity is altered, the way your cells form, fruits and vegetables have bioactive compounds and polyphenols. These are active compounds in the body that can trap free radicals and prompt detoxifying enzymes into your system, into your cells, to help your cells function better, right? Of these bioactive compounds in fruits, there are specifically things like folate, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin B6, selenium, and dietary fiber, right? And dietary fiber is even better because dietary fiber has been found to be the most beneficial in decreasing the risk of gastric cancer, which would be cancer. So I can't speak big numbers to you and big words and not actually give you how to get better at this, how to increase your fruits and vegetables, and also how much to consume. So according to food-based dietary guidelines, we're supposed to be consuming like around 400 grams of fruits or veg per day, but research shows that we need at least 550 to 600 grams per day. That would look like 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. And just to bring that more clearly and to make it more relatable, that would be a handful of blueberries, a cup of cooked spinach, a carrot, or even a medium banana, right? And load up your wraps, your salads, your pastas with fruit and veg, right? And then we have soups and smoothies. Guys, this is the easiest way to consume a large number of fruits and vegetables. Because with smoothies, you just keep on adding, and it keeps on getting better and better and better. And then keep fruits and vegetables in the line of sight. Have a fruit bowl somewhere, maybe take them out of your lunch tin, put them somewhere you can see them, because then you're going to grab them more than you grab sweets or chips, right? More of the story, more fruits, less sweets. In summary, cancer is a global concern. We need to take it very seriously, right? And prevention is better than cure. And then how can we apply this to our daily lifestyle? So I'd like us to think about the things I've mentioned today and hopefully keep them in consideration as our days go on. Think about how I can add just a couple more carrots to the diet, right? So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for your patience and your time. Do you guys have any questions for me? Looking at 5 servings, right? So when I say 5 servings, we mean a cup of cooked spinach, or a medium-sized banana or a medium-sized carrot. So 1 serving would be 1 medium carrot. So if we were to look at you on a daily, at least maybe 3 carrots and 2 medium-sized apples, just to make it practical. Nothing hectic. It doesn't have to be expensive, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, blueberries. We know blueberries are expensive, guys. You know, we need to do strawberries. We can do watermelon. We can do, grapes have become expensive now. So we can do watermelon, we can do grapes. Another important factor I forgot to mention, cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are vegetables that it's basically your leafy vegetables, your broccolis and your cabbages. They've been found in meta-analysis done in 2023 to decrease the risk of cancer over other vegetables because they are higher in those bioactive compounds we mentioned.
So how are we accountable? How do we count, let's just say, your breakfast, lunch and supper?
So I would say even write it down.
Okay.
There are apps on your Play Store. You can search like food counting or keep a daily diary, because the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature. For example, when I started out in my fitness journey, I used to measure my food and I used to weigh food. Over time, because I did that all the time, I did it less because...
I have like a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
Is there any risk associated with too much consumption of fruits and vegetables? Because we need to know that. And also, do you have any daily recommendation of fiber? Lastly, can my frozen vegetables or canned vegetables and fruits can be the part of my diet, healthy diet?
Okay, so in terms of too much fruit creates higher calorie count. So it's never been seen to have any negative health effects, but too much fruit means that you have a higher calorie intake every day, which means you are eating too much, and that could also end up to you being overweight and obese over time. Dietary fiber looks like oats, whole wheat bread, even your fruits and vegetables with the skin on. Any other questions?
Okay.
Yes.
Ask this one.
Yes,
With
Tutu.
the veggies then.
Yeah.
We usually buy them at the shops and then we chop them.
Yeah.
And then we put
Yeah.
them in the freezer.
Yeah.
So with that, how long should they take? Do they lose their thingy? Because all the food have thingy.
A lifespan.
Absolutely hates veggies.
Okay. Okay.
And I probably understand why, because I don't think veggies
Yes.
are nice.
Yes.
How do you encourage such a young person to eat veggies?
Okay. So that is going to be mommy and yours job with how the household is running. What I mean by that, if we give our children sweets all the time, they become accustomed to that, right? So if we opt for the whole household having more fruits and veggies, more than these other things, our kids as well will eat it. So I need you to eat it as well. So what we do is that with your child, because already they're becoming fussy, try to add like mixed pumpkin with carrot and a little peach, just to add like a little sweetness to it, you know, to make it more appetizing. Mix the veg with the fruit. Cut up the carrots, the celery stick, pop in an apple and a banana. Yes.
Also, you must probably consider adding GMO foods. Foods.
Yes.
Also look at the chain of the production of food to the transportation to the storage.
Yeah.
As to how do those affect the quality of food.
Yeah.
And the head of was talking about keeping food frozen for too long and all of that.
Yeah.
It's the same as where they say you can't reheat food more than once, because then it loses the quality.
Yes.
And then you drive it to a environment where it becomes a breeding place for
Germs.
germs. So also consider, because once food is frozen, it means that now you're introducing water to the food. So you must always make sure that even your temperature in the fridge is not too high or too low. It should be moderate.
Thank you so much for that. I'll keep it. Is that all for today, guys?
Lastly,
Yes.
also I think you should also mention the the impact of ultra processed food, the food that we actually like.
Yeah, ultra
Of course,
processed.
yes.
Okay, thank you
Just
so much.
to make us understand, be aware.
Okay.
Choosing God over maybe like
Yeah.
something.
Okay, we'll see you guys when I do my PhD.
So, yeah.
All of you guys have to come to my master's submission because I'm running with this, okay? So yeah, so thank you guys. Happy stomach, happy lungs, happy intestines, happy brain, healthy, happy bodies. And don't forget to try and incorporate some workouts in there as well. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.